When you developed this diet, you also figured that it would work for like all kinds of health problems, because it's actually like removing most of the causes of chronic disease. Why is it that getting to the root causes of health problems and fixing things at the root is working so much better than just to deal with symptoms removal?
Yeah, well, our bodies are designed to be healthy. They're self-healing. We've got an immune system, and everything is designed to maintain yourself and keep yourself in good health, for a period of 80 to 120 years. And, so if you're not actively causing ill health, if there isn't something that's damaging your health, like some kind of infection or a bad lifestyle, a bad diet, if you're starving yourself of key nutrients, then your body won't be able to maintain itself, and you'll have ill health. But if you're not exposed to any of those causes of ill health, then you'll naturally just have very good health. And even if you've been damaging yourself, if you start removing the causes of ill health, then your body will get stronger, and its ability to heal itself will get better, and your immune system will get stronger. It'll be better able to deal with infections. So even if so the first thing to do whenever you're unhealthy is tend to your diet, tend to your nutrition, tend to your lifestyle. So lifestyle has a really big health impact. And you really want to live in what we call an ancestral way, in conformity with how our Paleolithic ancestors would have lived, how animals live, in a very natural way, getting exercise, getting sunshine in the daytime, getting a good night's sleep, and, eating a natural ancestral diet that's balanced and nourishing. If you do all those things, then most diseases will resolve spontaneously. Your genes aren't really causing your diseases. It's much more often it's bad diet, bad nutrition, an unhealthy lifestyle, or you have some kind of infections or a bad gut microbiome, so you're not being supported as you should be by beneficial microbes in your gut. And and I think those are really the major causes of disease. And so if you optimize all of those things, if you get rid of infections and improve your microbiome, and you implement all of the paleo ancestral type things, like adopt our diet, good nutrition, and adopt an ancestral lifestyle, then you really should recover. And so and for chronic infections, that's one place where you can make use of the medical community. So they can help you diagnose what you may have going on, and can potentially help treat things. So so it's really important to understand what can be potential causes of disease, and how can you make use of the medical community to help yourself. And everybody gets chronic infections. So they've certain infections almost everybody gets. So, like cytomegalovirus, it's estimated that over 94% of the people in the world are infected. Yeah. And then other things, a lot of people don't have at birth, but they gradually acquire them over the course of a lifetime. And so there are many chronic infections, that that are acquired. About 1% of the people in the world acquire them each year of life. And so by the time you're 20 years old, about 20% of people are infected. By the time you're 50 years old, about 50% of people are infected. And by the time you're 80 years old, almost everybody's infected. And, most people will have dozens of infections by the time they're middle-aged. And these things, they become more and more of a burden, and can significantly impair your health unless you've been supporting immune function.
Your upcoming talk on the Paleo Convention in Berlin, you are going to talk about these things, about like natural healing of chronic infections.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting event. So, yeah. If you have any way of getting to Berlin on July 25th, it'll be really worthwhile.